Hi everyone, we are from the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. Our team protects and supports the safety of giraffe in 15 African countries. Together, we are going to share and explore lots of interesting environmental facts with you. I'm Audi.
I'm Naomi.
And this is Martha. Welcome to episode 6 of Environmental Learning with the Giraffe Conservation Foundation.
Today we are going to be dealing with a very big issue, and this issue is called waste. So what is waste? Waste is all the unwanted objects or materials that have been thrown away by people. And this includes things like empty plastic, glass, aluminium, metal containers, batteries, food waste from the kitchen, and the list can go on and on.
Imagine this. There are 7.7 billion people in the world today. If everyone on Earth joined hands to form a human chain, it would be about 7 million kilometers long and would stretch to the moon and back 9 times. Every year we generate about 2.12 billion tons of waste. If this ton was to be loaded into trucks, they would go around the world 24 times.
People living in urban areas produce about 2.7 kilograms of waste every single day per person. However, those living in rural areas only produce about 0.6 kilograms of waste per person daily.
Now let us explore the reasons why waste is such a big issue. Waste is a global problem and it needs to be tackled. As the human population increases all over the world, so does the amount of waste that we produce every day.
A lot of waste that we produce gets buried into landfills throughout the world. If landfills are not managed properly, they can be dangerous. For example, a lot of electronic equipment such as televisions, computers, cell phones and radios are prisoners. They need to be separated and handled in the proper way. These substances then leak into the soil and water around the landfills, which is very dangerous for the health of the people, animals and plants.
We also produce waste by littering. But what is littering? Littering is when we do not dispose of our waste properly. For example, when we throw empty bottles out of the car windows while traveling.
Litter is dangerous to life. Litter can harm animals. Animals can choke on plastic. They can get tangled in fishing lines or get stuck in containers.
Litter can also harm people. For example, you could easily catch your foot on an old rusty can when playing barefooted outside on a hot summer afternoon. Litter also pollutes environments including oceans, lakes, and rivers. Do you want to live in an area that looks like this?
With so many people living in the world today, waste management has become an even more difficult job for all cities and communities. All waste needs to be always disposed of safely to keep people and animals safe. So I guess then the big question is, what can we do to manage waste? The best way to manage waste is by avoiding it as much as you can. You can do this by sticking to the 4 R's, which are refuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Now let's go through the 4 R's in more detail. To refuse is the best way to reduce waste. To refuse means if something is not necessary, you do not take it. For example, say no to plastic bag when you go shopping. You can take your bag or a basket. Do not use straws to drink your pudding. But if you really want to use a straw, remember there are many other reusable options.
To reduce means to lessen or reduce the amount of waste that you produce. For example, buying bigger packages instead of lots of smaller ones. So if you have an option of buying loose potatoes, tomatoes, onions or apples, do this instead of buying those ones that are in plastic packages.
To reuse means to use something more than just once. For example, you could use a juice bottle as a water bottle instead of throwing it away after only using it once. And to recycle means to change something into something that can be used again. For example, turning your old newspapers into fireballs to light a fire.
Now that we have explored the 4 R's to help you generate less waste, here are a few tips and ideas to help you even more. When you need to throw something away at home or at your friend's place or at work, please make use of a rubbish bin.
When you are out and about and there are no rubbish bins near you, put your waste in your pocket or your bag and throw it away later when you find a proper dustbin.
Whenever you are traveling, please carry a rubbish bag in your car and never throw stuff out of the car window.
If you have a recycling company in your surroundings, please you must be responsible and participate with it.
And most importantly, participate in cleanup campaigns.
And remember,
every action counts because our world counts.
We have come to the end of our time together today, but before we say goodbye, we would love to give you one action that you can do by yourself with your family and friends.
Goodbye, everyone.
And remember to say no to plastic bags.